Now then, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft world. Today I'm joined by Electombi. Say hi.
Hi.
And we're going to be working on some more stuff to do with the AMPs, the aggressive mob police station. Today we're going to be working on doing the mob farms themselves and turning them into a passive AFK mob farm. That's what we're going to be doing today. But first, let me just show you when I was pottering around in my kitchen, just kind of making a little shelf here, making a little freezer over there, some cupboards there, and a little bit of this, and some cooking. Oh yeah, actually my cooked salmon is now cooked. My cooked fish is now cooked from the AFK farm. Pop that in there with all the other meats and ready stuff. Lots and lots of food ready, lots of uncooked food ready. Food is not a problem anymore. We're doing good. Other supplies, however, not so great. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Who's there? I'm down in the basement.
Hi. Hey, how you doing?
You're on my back door.
Oh, is it your back door? Yeah. How you doing? What have you got down here in your basement?
Just making an extra chest because I need some more storage for my redstone.
Viewers with high contrast visuals, I apologise for the bright green.
Yeah.
Against black and white. I like that you've got yourself a little shower going on. Alright, so you still got your shield on, by the way. Oh, that's better. Okay, you got it. So you have a little shower, right? Very good. Very good. Yeah. So you got a little shower.
I did have an armor stand until Starlight B stole it.
Starlight B stole your armor stand, really? I can't believe that.
I would have put all my armor on there before I went for a shower, but just have to put it in my inventory.
Ah, so you did have it on the armor stand. Oh, okay, I see. But she stole it because she couldn't make one herself. I see.
Oh.
And then it goes down even further to a normal kind of cobblestone level. Ah.
Yeah, I haven't decorated that yet.
Do you like the bright lights or something?
That was a prank. I got pranked by Starlight B.
There's Starlight B as well. Oh, you and your sister are really taking it to each other.
I pranked it back with light stained glass, light grey stained glass.
And what did you do to her to get her back?
Yeah.
What have you done to get her back?
I put light grey stained glass all in her chests, so then she couldn't see and she couldn't place items in there with shift click. And it got her annoyed, and she tried to do it back at me, but I noticed straight away.
So, like one block of light stained glass, so that she can't tell.
Panes.
Panes of glass. I think this is her ass over here, isn't it? Yeah.
It fills up your thing without you noticing. So then it makes it so you can't. Yeah.
She's got lots and lots of torches. I think she went overboard with the torches last time we were on. I said get some torches made, and she's made quite a few torches. We're only doing a little bit of mining, but no, she's the keen miner on the server, isn't she? So she's got lots of torches for all her mining. But anyway, today, where are you? Are you still in your house?
I'm still in my house.
Come out this way and frost walk us over to the mob farm.
Okay.
Today we're going to work on setting up the skelly farm and the spider farm so that they become AFK systems. We're going to have AFK bone collection and arrow collection and AFK spider... You needed to be looking where you were going. Spider eye or spider eye? Did we want the spider eyes? I don't think we wanted the spider eyes, did we?
Not really. Apart from for...
string, that was it, mainly.
Brewing, I think.
Spider eye for brewing, yes, we could keep some for brewing purposes, couldn't we? That'd be a good idea. So we will stick to these 5 items, are the only 5 items we actually want. And the bone meal is just us processing bones and throwing them into another chest ready for bone mealing.
I got a ton of bones already, like in there.
The minute, as of last episode, we've got the spawners all set up in a nice little tower or fortification, the AMPS police station, or the AM police station, AMPS. And you've got this AFK Fisher farm going here now, down here, so we can AFK inside this room, and all of the spawners are within within range to be activated. So while AFKing here, getting a load of resources from the large chests. You've emptied it recently, haven't you?
They're all down here.
Oh, there's another large chest down there now. You've got a third one. There was one to start off with. Now you've added a second one. Now you've added a third one down there. Getting enchanted books and saddles and lots of fish and all sorts of bits and pieces. And we throw stuff into the lava there to get rid of it if we don't want it.
Yeah. Like the
simple.
tripwire hooks and all the leather and all that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
pretty...
yeah. Some of it might be useful, but there's no need to keep it all, is there? So today, what we want to do is make it so that when standing here fishing, you're getting the AFK fishing produce. And also the AFK skeleton drops and AFK spider drops, and they're being sorted somewhere and getting out. So what's this place? Is this going into the spawner? Oh, it is. Oh yeah.
You set up this, didn't you?
I set this up so we could get in and out. Yeah. There are redstone levers currently controlling redstone lamps up above. That's enough to keep the whole place lit so that no mobs will spawn. Right. So we've got to do a bit of redstone to bring those levers down into the AFK room. And then we'll be able to turn them on and off as we go. Also, in the Skelly farm, that spider farm's really, really close, which makes it super simple. And the Skelly farm, we're going to... Well, first of all, we're going to rip out the current system. How as good as it is and how cool it's been for now to get the XP this way, we're going to have to find a different XP farm and different AFK bone farm and sort it all out. The spawners need a little bit of work though, because they're not set up to the optimum right now. In order to get a mob to spawn, I need to get to the top of the spawner. The Skelly spawner top is around here somewhere. I wanted to get to the top of it. I'll tell you what, I'll dig some tunnels, viewers, and then we'll show you the mechanics of it in a little bit. I kind of just fell into the skeleton trap farm thing. We just turned the farm off, and now I fell down into the hole. I was just going into the skeleton farm to try and do some stuff, and I got beaten up. I'm here. I'm okay. I'm safe. They can't shoot you when they're in the same block as you. It's not possible. They fired up and they got me. But just be careful when you're coming down, because I just fell straight into the thing. Silly me. And yeah, I don't really want the pistons to operate anymore. Okay, so good. I'm so good at this game. So good at this game.
10 out of 10.
Hey? Oh, that's got water in it. I want that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so let's go up a little bit. Now, the principle here is sound. The principle you've got that is the mobs spawn, they fall into the water carries them off, and down they go, is sound, right? But the problem being that they are not going to be auto-killed without you switching switches and doing all that, right? So it's okay. It's okay. It's done the job and it's working fine. Another thing is that the modern spawner is now spawns up to 4 blocks away. So we do 3 blocks in each direction from the mob spawner itself, and then the 4th block being a solid wall means they can't spawn in there. We make sure we spawn only in the chamber. But the mob spawner checks. Let's put this down here. The mob farm checks everything 2 blocks up above the spawner, which is those 2 up to the light there, and the spawner and the block below, and it checks those. That's where it spawns in air blocks. Hi, how you doing? Can I make a little thing here? There we go. Spawns in those areas like that, right? But it also checks, and if there is a mob inside that area of the right type, it will not spawn again until they've gone. That's to stop like server lag with him just spawn. If there's already mobs in that area contained within the dungeon, it won't spawn anymore. And I believe it's like a mob cap of 8 or something. If there are up to 8 in the area, then it won't spawn anymore. So getting them out quickly is a good thing, yeah? But with this particular design you've got here, they will still be within the check range, which may slow the efficiency down. So what we need them to do is fall 5 blocks down. So that 1 block underneath it is the one, and then it also checks 4 blocks below that. So we'll have 5 blocks below the spawner with no skeletons in. So we'll just have it blank. Just straight down it goes, right? And then the blocks below that will be an air block and then a water stream. So it's actually going to be 7 blocks below the spawner, and then put the water on top of that floor. Right? And then do the same thing we've got here, but we're going to send them into an elevator to send them up, instead of leaving them to go down, like they are at the minute. We're going to send them up, because we want to manipulate where they end up being, to get them in the right place to store all their loot. Therefore, a lot of digging to do. Let's get on with it. Hello. Okay, so we're working on the spider farm at the moment. The skelly farm's pretty much all dug out and ready. Spider farm, we're just getting that prepared. And we're working on a sorting system. Now, the plan is that there's going to be water on this level, or maybe a level or 2 lower. We haven't decided exactly yet what's the most efficient. Maybe a level 2 lower. And that water's going to push the spiders out this way. And so we're going to need to have water that runs diagonally and flows into this gap, simply enough. And then the water's going to drop down there, and because the current of water should push the spiders down, they will then fall down here and get caught by the current, not be able to go back up, and slowly but surely drown. Then all the drops will get put into the hoppers, and the hoppers are then going to go out this way, thank you, out this way into a hopper chain, which is going to be linked into this sorting system. It's a sorting system we've used many times before. I think it's the most efficient sorting system. You have items of a certain type in place, like over here. Let's set up one of them. Actually, what have we got? Let's take some redstone. Do we have some stuff going into those chests already? Let's say that there is 4 redstone in there, right? That is not enough to give us a powerful enough signal to come down to this block here. But do you have an item of a large stack of items?
I do have some redstone in here, but just give it that much.
I've already done the redstone. Well, let's get some cobble.
Oh.
I got it. I got it sorted. Okay, so now when you put a certain amount of blocks in here, those blocks will add up to a number. And I believe the number's something like 22, 24, or maybe 42.
23.
23, is it? 23.
I think it's 20.
Okay. So when that gets down to 23, it will stop producing a signal that is big enough to turn off this hopper here. Right? So 21, 28, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So it's 22 altogether items in the hopper. Means that we have a one signal, redstone signal from the comparator, which means it's not enough to come down to this block, take them through the repeater into this block to turn the torch off. So the hopper underneath does not accept any more items. Whereas as soon as we put one more item in the top there, it will unlock it and allow items to pass through and go into the chests. And of course we've got the chests are double stacked, so that the bottom chest is where everything's being received. The upper chest floats down and fills up there. So this is how we can filter what we want to go in. So at the minute this is filtered to only allow cobblestone and redstone, I suppose you could say. But the chances are from our spider farm we're only going to get string. So we'll put cobblestone in all those slots and put string in this slot. So as the string comes down, this hopper will pick up all the string and allow it into the chest system there. We're probably going to have 4 string and 1 spider eye at the end there to sort out. And the rest of any items, if they can't go into here, if this is full up, if they can't go into there, then they will carry on going in that direction and get destroyed. We'll have a Bernie device in that direction going that way. And we're going to set up the same thing over here for the skeleton farm. We're just deciding where the skeletons are going to come up and get to the kill chamber. But first of all, we need to get this set up. So, the first thing we do, we're going to grab the stone, and I'm going to grab some stone torches, redstone torches, and some comparators, and some hoppers and things. I've got all that. So at first we need to have the redstone torch that's going to go and stop the hopper that's going in. So the first hopper that's going in is above here, look, and it goes into the back there. So the first hopper is going to be just behind here. So we put these in before we cover that area up, and then we can put hoppers into all of those going into there. This is the hopper that ends up being locked, and the only way it can go is into there, right? Then we're going to have blocks above that. Well, actually, no, hopper chain above that. But the blocks here are going to go in to put the redstone comparators on. So the comparator is going to come out of each of those hoppers. And then the hoppers are going to go into the back side of it, which we can do by clicking on it like so. I don't think the hopper going into it really matters, just so long as the hopper doesn't go anywhere important. As long as the hopper doesn't go anywhere important, it can't make the items disappear anywhere. So all that hopper can do is put items down into the one below. And it will only allow items to flow through into there if this one is allowing acceptance of items, which means that the torch has to be turned off for it to allow the items to go through. So in this case, the items will not go down until that redstone torch is off. Once that redstone torch is off, then the cobblestone is allowed to go into this one, so it will go down through that. It's that simple. So then we bring the signal this way. Do you have any more stone blocks, Electron B?
No, I don't.
We ran out of stone blocks, really? Well, let's do some andesite for now. We'll come and change it later.
There's cobblestone as well.
So here we're going to be going across like this, bringing it down one, but first we need to place the repeaters. Otherwise we won't be able to place the repeaters after we've done that bit. We'll be Electron B, 2 steps ahead and not thinking forwards. Come on, move, out of the way. You're standing in the corner, get out of the way, that's it. Right, so we place all the redstone repeaters down like this, and then we can place the block that's going to go into, and then we can place the redstone on top of that, so that it goes down from the comparator and puts the signal into this block, and this block then repeats it out into that block, and so on. Away we go. Sorted system achieved. Now all we need to do is make sure that the spiders are dropping down and into a chamber they can't escape and dying, and their drops go into this system. And we need the skeletons to come up from this direction somewhere and over the top and into another kill chamber, so it's all AFK and as far away from this place as possible. The actual mobs will be getting as far away from their spawner as possible, as quickly as possible, and then going up and dying over there, and then just coming and dropping all their stuff into our loot crates. Yeah, we're going to get on with that, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, well that should be it then, Electron B. We should be working nicely now. The spiders are all going up there into a water trap and dying, and then their drops are all coming down into these hoppers, running across, getting sorted. That's all good. They're doing it up there. There's occasionally a spider jockey goes on there as well, though. So we have that go into here every now and again, as that's the output. On the other side, we haven't done the junk drops for this lot yet. This is bones, but arrows and arrows. Is it 2 arrows and 3 bones? Is that how you set it up?
It's 3. Yeah, like that.
Okay, let's have a look around in spectator mode at it. So the spider farm. The spiders are spawning in there, falling down into the... Apart from that one who's decided to climb all the way up there for some reason and get stuck up there. But he'll despawn eventually and come back down. Majority of them fall into the water, go underneath the glass into this little pit, and swim all the way up into a solid body of water where they drown up there. Yeah, and then the drops fall down into the hoppers and go through all that. On the other side, we've got the skelly spawner. The skellies will spawn in here. Can you turn the light off? Turn the lights off?
Yeah.
And that will make them spawn down here, and then they will follow this section along here. Follow the water along. Water pushes them along here. Up a water ladder. Nice simple water ladder. Lets them just float up through this lot. and then they'll go into this side over here, and a little water ladder up here will put them into a drowning room where they basically can't do anything other than drown. And then their drops fall down into the hoppers and into a hopper sorting chain down there. Simple and effective. And both of these can be running from the same simple AFK place. And all the drops will get sorted into the chests close by the AFK place, meaning we've got both farms running at the same time. There's a few other things that we could do AFK farm. There's also an AFK sugarcane farm, which Electron B's been experimenting with down there. And we could possibly do something with having flowers as well, if we wanted a flower farm at the same time. But that is all we've got time for in today's episode of My World with Nemsun and Electron B. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Until next episode, goodbye.